White Gladiator has that big striped spear at the neck.
Look, the judges are nodding. Even the Egyptian judge is impressed.
Until recently, you claimed that the Earth revolved around the sun.
Welcome to History Bites. I'm Rick Green. Canada's mounted police are famous for their dedication to law, order, and the musical ride. But when the Mounties were dispatched on their first mission in 1874, things were a bit different. Their mission was to bring justice to the prairies, and most of the force were fresh recruits. The youngest was 15 years old, and many didn't even know how to ride a horse. Their great trek west ended up as a comedy of errors. Now, Mounties are popular on TV and movies, so what if TV had been there in the beginning to cover the Mounties' first emergency response call? Because there's only one thing that gets to a crime scene faster than a cop: a camera crew.
Mounties is filmed on location with the men and boys of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty.
All right, man, listen
in
up.
a court of Mounties.
We're heading west. Received reports of whiskey trafficking operating out of Fort Whoop-Up, and we're going in to shut them down. You see, Americans are coming across the border to trade this stuff with the Indians. Now, 1 cup of whiskey has a street value of 1 buffalo coat. Now, a quart is worth a horse. So, yes.
What'll a keg get you?
Bagley, I'll explain that to you when you turn 16. It's an 800-mile trip from Dufferin to Fort Whoop-Up. So we'll be there by, September. So synchronize your calendars. Right now, we're going to be on the road for at least 90 days. Yes, you have a question?
How many sleeps is that?
About 90.
Right.
Now, we'll be traveling through some pretty wild country, so we'll be taking along all the necessary supplies, including artillery, and a herd of cattle, in case any one of us should get hungry along the way. Yes, you in the red coat.
Won't there be any stores?
I highly doubt it, no. That's why we'll be transporting all of our supplies via wagon train.
So we won't actually get to ride in the wagons?
No, you'll be riding on horses.
Oh.
Yes.
What's a horse?
They're good men. They're strong. They're ready for anything. Yeah.
Sir, over 32 of the men have deserted. We've lost 10% of the men.
Well, let them go. You know what they say about 10% of the population.
What? They're Egyptian?
He got the Trans-Canada Railway on track. Now his career's been derailed onto a dead-end siding. The former PM who put the party into politics, Sir John A. Macdonald, joins me for the full hour.
We've been equipped with 330 Imperial Army-style Adams revolvers. This is gonna be sweet. Some of these appear to be a bit damaged. That's no problem. We'll just send them back. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't worry, men. Indians can't read.
Speaking of violations against animals, we've had several prominent horse stealing cases lately.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying the penalties for this crime are inappropriate.
Well, I gotta agree with you there. You steal a horse, they hang you. Well, that might stop the first-time criminal, but how is that gonna stop the repeat offender?
Actually, it will.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think that thing through. Sure. I didn't think it through.
Yeah, but doesn't anyone find this a bit extreme? I mean, how much is a horse worth? $30?
Yep.
So we would hang a man for $30?
I'll do it for 20.
For 10?
$2 and a used saddle.
Okay, you guys, okay.
My point here, though...
Of course, Confederation has more fathers than a Vatican picnic.
Yes. You brought Canada together, served as Prime Minister for 6 years.
And I don't care what people say. I was sober for the best part of it.
You were re-elected 2 years ago, but now you've been forced to resign.
Well...
What happened?
That's a very complicated story, Larry. One that's best explained over a wee drink.
Oh, boy.
Can I offer you a stiff one, Larry?
No. Oh, a drink. No, thanks.
This is an emotive issue, and you have to think it through, because I know when you're out there in the wilderness, your horse, it feels like everything you have. It's like your lifeline to civilization. Not to mention the saloons and the brothels. But
My party, the Conservatives, we were running An election campaign that was tighter than Queen Victoria's girdle after a Christmas feast.
Yes. And one of the big issues was the railroad. You know who would get the contract from the government? Hugh Allen's company in Montreal or McPherson's in Toronto?
Queen Victoria's girdle. Larry.
Yes, very humorous. Meantime, you needed campaign money to run for re-election. Allen offers you $300,000. What did you do?
Well, I nearly passed out, Larry.
Yes, from the surprise.
No, from all the drink.
The Mounties were recruited to be a paramilitary force with ranks, uniforms, and drills, just like soldiers, and for good reason. They weren't just in the West to protect the natives and settlers, they were there to intimidate the Americans. You see, U.S. expansionism was on the rise. Manifest destiny was manifesting itself all over the place, and the U.S. said, if we can't buy the land, we'll take it. Well, Canada wasn't selling or giving.
Meanwhile, up north, the Canadians have come up with this Northwest Mounted Police, huh? Yeah, Mounties. They're supposed to protect their land from us Americans. Yeah, they've rounded up their best guys, everyone from the butcher to the baker to the candlestick maker, and they've dressed them up in little hats and little red coats. Oh, sorry, Canada, these guys aren't soldiers, huh? No, they're the bellboys down at the Ritz-Carlton. Hey, garçon, here's a tip for you. Don't forget to pack a white hanky, okay? Because when you're through using them to wipe your little snot noses, you're gonna be waving them in the air when you surrender to the good old US of A. Hey.
Well, we're going to camp here for the night. We got off to a bit of a slow start today. Some of the recruits having vehicle problems. Keep falling off their horses, but that's no problem. No, we'll just wait for the Métis drivers with our cattle and ox-drawn supply wagons to show up, and then we can eat. The force didn't come equipped with any dried meat. We figured, you know, why carry it when it can walk itself, am I right? Apparently, horses walk a bit faster than cattle, so our food order is running a little behind. But then again, who wants fast food?
That you can do to a horse.
Can I just say something here? You know, I think you guys are putting your white culture on this situation, you know? I mean, like, for my people, taking a few horses from your enemy, that's considered an honorable thing, eh? Like, like a rite of passage, like getting circumcised or playing football.
Well, let me tell you, Missy, you keep that up, and you Indians are gonna end up like them Indians. What was that, Cypress Hills?
Okay. Well, let's back up there. Cypress Hills. Yeah. I mean, this is the massacre that got the Canadian government to send out the Mounties. What was it, like 20 Indians killed?
Yeah. Try 200. Those wolf hunters wiped out an entire tribe, eh? Apparently because they stole some horses.
The point is, we went in there and we saw that justice was done.
Yeah, but you massacred the wrong tribe, eh?
Well, nobody said our justice system is perfect.
As soon as those wagons show up, we'll be sitting down to some big, fat, juicy steaks. Not a lot of water around here either. Apparently someone forgot to pack the canteens. Hopefully it'll rain.
Hello? We are the food bringing. Hey, you guys, hello? No one wants munchies? No?
But what could I do? I had to take the money. Elections are expensive. You got to pay for everything. Advertising, promotions, bribes. It's no cheap, you know.
But to make matters worse, the money was from Americans.
I barely won the election, and I got a bunch of Yanks lining up asking for jobs.
But you don't give them the jobs, and they get so mad they blow the whistle on the whole deal.
Larry, these Americans, their morals are weak, just like their beer.
I was a drover. I drove cattle, great big herds of cattle. It's tough work. It takes concentration. One day I had a few whiskeys. I tried to drove the herd. I was so drunk, they stampeded. 3 cowboys were trampled.
If you drink, don't drove.
A message from Mounties against drunk droving.
Okay, we've just got a report of a disturbance a mile west of here in F Division. Let's move.
Reasonable. You know nothing about horses.
All right, men. What seems to be the problem?
Sir, I was just discussing the horses with this gentleman, and he made comments to the effect that, well, the horses sucked.
They do suck.
Hey, how many times have I told you don't use that kind of language in front of the horses? Now, you listen to me. Those horses do not suck. I picked them out myself. They look good. A lot better than those Mustangs the Indians ride.
They can't handle the terrain. They'll never make it to Fort Whoop Up.
That's insubordination.
Oh.
You know what? I think you're right. You question my authority one more time, sir, you're under arrest.
I'm not questioning your authority. I'm questioning your choice in horses, if they are horses.
All right, that does it. You're under arrest.
Get off me. Bugger off.
Hey, get back here.
Hey,
Get back here. Stop.
Oh, coward!
All right, get the horses and go after him. Let's go.
Sir, my horse is having trouble walking.
Oh, damn it. Mine has a tummy ache. Oh, well, let him go. The Indians will get him.
When History Bites returns, the mounted police dismount. In 1874, the Northwest Mounted Police headed west, across the Canadian prairies. It wasn't like modern travel. If the Mounties got thirsty and hungry, they couldn't just stop at a Starbucks for a grande frappuccino and some biscotti. They'd have to dig for water and hunt for food. And then there was a problem of getting lost, because you just know that if you got a group of tough guys together, none of them are going to ask for directions.
Oh, McLeod, good. Look, we started here, right? And then we traveled here to here. We made potty stops here, and here, and here. And now that we've reached the end of the Boundary Commission Road, it means that we're out there. So we're officially...
Lost?
No. Just somewhere out there. But don't tell the men. What? No.
Now, what about this new peacekeeping force for the West, this Northwest Mounted Police? It was your idea.
Aye, Larry. I had a vision of a group of men with red coats and weird hats, enforcing the law with their noble fury. Aye. Then I woke up and I dusted myself off and went home and wrote it all down on this very scrap of Benjamin's Eversoft toilet paper.
I see.
You can remember it all if you write it down quick enough, Larry. Every wee detail.
And these police in your dream had horses?
Aye, they were like lizard horses. But for the real thing, we may do with the regular kind. That's compromise, Larry.
Sir, we got the problem with the horses. They're used to oats. They won't eat the real grass.
Right. Major McLeod. Oh, there you are. We're gonna have to send 2 of these wagons back and get some oats for the horses, so we'll take this wagon and that wagon over there. There's nothing in there we need.
Why don't we send the artillery guns? They're pretty heavy.
McLeod, please. We're gonna need those guns when we get to whiskey country. Come on, they look military. Tobacco. We don't need that. Books, blankets, toiletries, changes of clothes. We don't need this stuff at all. Send it all back.
Now, I understand the force is loosely based on the Irish constabulary.
I figured if police can subdue a bunch of Irish drunkards, then they'll have no problem subduing our whiskey traders or wild Indians or oysters.
Oysters aren't too difficult to subdue.
Oh, they were in me dream. We need law and order in the West, so we can send in the settlers. Settlers and Indians are like beer and wine.
Yes, they don't mix.
Aye. Although actually they do mix. Try this. I call it a muddy grape.
I'm not a farmer or a cattle driver. I don't live in a house or eat flapjacks or own a wagon. I don't know Jimmy, Susie, or Sally from Manitoba, although I'm sure they've tried to kill me. I have a chief, not a prime minister. I speak Cree, not English or French. And I pronounce it how, not high. I could proudly paint my tribe's colors on my face. I believe in movable villages, not reservations, diversity, not assimilation, and that the buffalo is a truly proud and edible animal. A feather headdress is a hat, a teepee is a house, and it's pronounced Canada, not Canada, Canada. The plains are the flattest landmass, the first nation of First Nations, and the best part of North America. My name is Big Bear, and I am Cree Nation!
Well, guess what, Casey?
What?
They've made a new law.
Oh.
Yes. Starting this year, all of the children between the ages of 7 and 12 have to go to school.
All right. Now I won't have to work on the farm.
No, Casey, no. You only have to go to school 4 months of the year. Only in the wintertime when there's nothing happening on the farm.
But winter, that's my vacation time. I don't want to go to school.
You have to learn to read and write.
Why?
Well, so you can read the brands on the cattle.
Down in the States, we've seen settlers go west, take over Indian land.
Hey, they tell the Indians to get stuffed.
Yeah.
It's bad news. That's how massacres get started, Larry, like the ones at Cypress Hill or at that luminous pink mountain.
Your dream again?
No.
Oh.
Wait, it was a dream.
Mm-hmm. And you figure this police force will make things go more smoothly?
I do. See, what I proposed is that we send in the Mounties early to pacify the West, get the Indians on our side. Then we go in peacefully, sign treaties with the Indians, then put them on scraps of land and fence them in so they cannot get out.
Now, what about the whiskey trade? The Mounties are going out west to shut it down?
Those Indians don't need whiskey.
No.
I do.
Okay, man, do you see it?
Yes.
You see it?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Okay, now, let's move, let's go. Go! Move! Let's go! All right, get in there. That's it. Yeah, let's keep your feet in there, let the water soak into it, then we'll scrape the black sludge off your boots and boil it, and we'll have water for everybody.
Sir, the men are suffering from severe diarrhea.
Well, must be something they ate.
I don't think so, sir. They haven't eaten in days. And the horses are dying.
Okay, men, look, the horses aren't doing well. We're gonna have to dismount and take turns dragging the artillery guns. And I understand some of you are having bowel problems, so before we get moving, does anyone have to go? All right, go ahead. No, not that way. We're going that way. Go where we've already been.
When History Bites returns, the Mounties get their man, such as he is. By September of 1874, the Mounties had crossed most of Canada and were at the end of their journey and the end of their rope. After enduring dead horses, swarms of mosquitoes and grasshoppers, prairie storms, stampedes, dysentery, desertion, starvation, the Canadian cops were only a few miles from their goal, the notorious Fort Whoop-Up. And it was at this crucial time that Mountie leader Colonel French decided he wanted to go home.
Oh, don't worry about that now, McLeod. I got some news for you. You're not going to believe this, but I know we've traveled a hell of a long way and just discovered that Fort Whoop-Up is run by honest merchants.
Honest merchants?
Yep, totally legit.
What about the whiskey and the guns and the American flag? I mean, the fort is named Whoop-Up. Clearly, they're whooping it up. Jerry, are the men at Fort Whoop-Up honest guys?
No.
McLeod, that man's a Métis. Sure you realize that no is Métis for yes?
No. Is that true, Jerry?
No.
See? So, tell you what, I'm gonna leave you in charge for a while. I'm heading back to Manitoba. I'm not feeling very good. Need a little rest, a little tuckered out. So you don't mind running things for a while, do you, McLeod?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's good to hear. Okay, McLeod, have fun. Build a fort or something.
Going? Hey!
So what's up, Pete? Watching the game. Having some whiskey. True. Where'd you get it? Fort Whoop-Up.
Whoop-ah!
Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but I believe in a little something called manifest destiny. America's destiny is to take over the world. We're bigger than a pair of teats on a pregnant buffalo. Yeah, so if America wants it, America can take it, okay? Louisiana Purchase, sold. Yeah, we beat the Mexicans out of California faster than a fat kid with a sweet tooth whacking your pinata full of pop rocks. We shot through Texas faster than a bean burrito ripping through Ulysses S. Grant.
Bad guys are holed up inside, probably heavily armed. Boy, I don't want to take any chances. I'm going to send the half-breed in first. Jerry, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, does that mean yes, you are?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go! Open up, police!
Nothing here, Chief. Sorry.
Well, the whole fort reeks of booze, but man, I can't find any whiskey. Apparently these guys got tipped off. Heard about us and they bailed. I don't know how it happened. We got here as quick as we could.
Although the Mounties' first big bust was a bust, they went on to set up forts and police the Canadian West. The Mounties forged a reputation for straight shooting and fair dealing. They won the respect of the natives, they helped them sign treaties, and they helped them onto the reservations. That's what police work is all about, helping people help themselves. And the white settlers did help themselves. They helped themselves to the native people's land, their goods, and their great herds of buffalo. It was an important chapter in Canada's history, but history bites.
All right, we're pretty sure this guy's a whiskey trader. Could send him up for some jail time. We got more important work we got to do for the Dominion of Canada. I got these Indians to sign some treaties, and then we got to escort them to some reserves, okay? Let's go!
Yeah! Go. Hey, you guys want to have some food first?
Yeah!